I watched the body fly up onto the hood, and her head snapped back, and the body remained on the hood as it passed the side of my vehicle to where I thought I could have just reached out and grabbed her.
So this happened that close to you?
Yes.
You saw all this with your own two eyes?
Yes.
Did the car continue past you?
Yes.
Where did it go?
The car veered kind of in front of me. I saw brake lights and saw what was Jane fall off the hood. He proceeded to, and she was basically on the right side of his vehicle, and he proceeded to run her over with the right front tire, then the right rear tire. And at that point, I was just focused on the body on the ground, but I remember hearing the roar of the engine again. And
how fast were you going?
2 miles an hour.
How fast would you estimate the other vehicle was going?
30.
Did you get a description of that other car?
It was red.
That's all you know?
Like a box type back end.
Okay.
That's all I know. That's all. I thought my wife was the woman on the car. So you see your whole life going by you, you know, in what you think is an act of terror because you don't know what's going on. And then the body's laying on the ground. And at that point, that was my only focus. My vehicle, I threw it in park and ran to decipher if this was really who I think it is.
Okay.
Details of which direction the vehicle went after that, I cannot tell you. I'm sorry. It was tunnel vision right to the ground.
Of course. You do distinctly remember, though, seeing the red vehicle that you've described roll over the person on the ground?
Yes.
With both tires?
Yes.
Let's show you an item that's been marked as Exhibit 46, please. And we're going to put it up for you first and have you take a look at it. So, is it up on your screen, sir?
Yep.
And right now the video is not playing. It's frozen on the first frame. You see that?
Yep.
Do you recognize what you're looking at here, sir?
Yep.
What are you looking at?
It appears to be Jane on the ground.
Is that what she looked like when you ran up to her?
She was on her side, face down, yeah.
I'm going to ask
those are the pants, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have my assistant play this video through for you. It's a total length of 15 seconds, okay?
Yes.
I want you to watch it, and then I'll have some questions for you, okay? Okay. Mr. Bonesteel, did you see yourself in that video?
Yes, I did.
Do you believe this video is a true and accurate representation of the events as you ran up to Jane on the street? Move to admit 46 and permission to publish, Your Honor.
Objection.
Exhibit 46 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
My objection be noted for the record, Your Honor.
It's noted.
All right. So, Mr. Bonesteel, in this frame, I don't see you in this frame yet, correct?
That's correct.
But we do see Jane laying there on the road, correct?
That's correct.
She's got the red top and the black plaid pants. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and play it all the way through, 15 seconds at normal speed. That's you right there in the khaki pants at the 6-second mark?
That is correct. Black sweatshirt.
That's you right there at the end. Sunglasses on your head? Okay.
Was that a yes?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Thank you, sir.
Do you know if medical assistance was provided to Jane?
I do not.
What happened?
Once I realized that it wasn't Steph, I ran back to find her
Okay.
and the kids. And I found them
Yeah.
back by the vehicle.
Okay.
After I had found them, my next thought was, oh my God, Addison's behind us. That's my daughter's good friend. And another friend was also there. And I ran back to find her.
With the extreme dance group?
Yes.
Okay. Did you find those girls?
I found Addison. Sam had been struck.
What's Sam's last name?
Coelho.
Okay.
I asked Addison if she wanted to come with us. Her mother was actually waiting at the end of the parade route, so she was en route to get her. But
Okay.
then I went back to my family and the rest of the group that we were in the parade with, and at that point the Nice Ash Bar was taking them in,
Okay.
and then I was just focused on getting out of there,
Yeah.
which didn't happen.
Did you learn later that Jane passed away due to her injuries from this collision?
We did learn that later. My gut feeling in that was that she had passed.
You mean when you went up and saw her?
Yes.
You felt she was either dead or close to death?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I don't have any other questions for you.
All right, Mr. Brooks, do you have any questions for this witness?
I do. Whew. I apologize. I just needed a quick second. Put it together. Whew. At some point in your testimony, you stated that you heard, or rather you saw, brake lights. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, I did.
To the best of your knowledge, what would be the only time you would see brake lights on a vehicle?
The point right before Jane fell off the hood.
I think you misunderstood my question. If you were driving a vehicle, would it be fair to say that the only time anyone would see brake lights would be if you hit the brake?
If the driver hit the brakes, the brake lights would go on the vehicle.
So it would be fair to say that the only way that you would see brake lights would be if the driver of the vehicle hit the brakes.
That would be correct.
You did state in your testimony that you did not get a look at the driver. Would that be fair to say?
That was never part of my testimony. Nobody had asked me that question. Are you asking me that question if I had seen the driver?
I do recall you saying that you did not see the driver, so I guess that's...
In my testimony?
Yes.
Oh,
Hold on. He's going to ask you a question, and I'm going to ask that you answer that, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead, ask your question.
Did you at any time see the driver of the vehicle?
No.
You did testify to when you were describing what you saw, you referred to the driver as he. Any reason why you would refer to the driver as he if you did not see the driver of the vehicle?
That would be like the proverbial we.
Well, there's males, there's females.
There are singles and there are togethers. I mean, when you say we, it's the proverbial we.
So
Collectively, he would be along those lines as well.
is it fair to say that you could have just answered as we instead of he?
Objection.
Grounds.
Argumentative.
Sustained. Next question, sir.
Out of grounds on that?
It's argumentative. Rephrase your question.
Any reason why you would answer that question as he?
Objection. Irrelevant. Argumentative.
Grounds.
Asked and answered. Sustained.
Were you able to get a license plate of the vehicle?
No, I was not. I was focused, like I had said, on the body on the ground. So I did not get the license plate. I'm
After the vehicle had passed the vehicle that you were in, did you see the vehicle strike anyone after that point?
I did not see the vehicle strike anyone after the vehicle had passed me, other than driving over, like I had stated, the body that it had already struck.
Did you observe the vehicle strike anyone while it was approaching your position?
Clarify your question, please.
Did you observe the vehicle strike anyone while it was approaching your position?
Yes, I saw it hit Jane
While it was approaching you?
while it was coming
Or
up.
your vehicle, rather?
Yes.
Did you observe the vehicle strike anyone else in that moment?
No, just Jane.
And you said you went into a building called the Nice Ash after that moment?
That is correct.
Do you recall about how long you were in the Nice Ash?
Hour and a half, maybe. I would pop in and out because I was trying to wrap up the float and get us out of there. And then once I was told that I cannot touch my vehicle nor the float anymore because the area was deemed a crime scene, we went back in and made a plan on how we were going to get all of us home, and then proceeded to leave. But businesses, I believe, were locked down, so no one could get in or out. They were locking their doors. Every time I went out, they would ask me, knock on the door, because we're locking it.
Do you recall about what time it was at that moment?
No. These are thoughts that you don't think about when you've been through something like this. I didn't sit there and note down times. I'm not trained in this.
Do you recall if it was still daytime or nighttime at the
Well,
time?
the parade started around 4:30, so it gets, and it was cloudy, so it was dusk. I mean, city lights were on. Emergencies vehicles, when they were pulling up, you saw the sirens, on the streets. You saw it was dusk. It was getting dark.
Would it be fair to say from the Exhibit 46 video that you were shown that it was pretty clear?
Again, wasn't focusing on the sky.
Do you agree or disagree? The video or that you saw was clear. That was the question.
The video, the clarity of the video, or the skies? Please clarify
that
your
it
question.
was pretty much still daytime. You can see everything pretty clear. Everything was.
You can see, yes, it was clear. It was dusk. Lights were coming on. If the city lights, street lights were coming on.
Would it be fair to say you can recall lights coming on, but not the driver of the vehicle?
I think that's asked and answered, Your Honor.
Objection. Grounds.
Overruled. He may answer.
I can remember lights coming on because they are stationary. The vehicle was traveling past me at a rate of speed with a woman that I thought was my wife on the vehicle. Was not really paying attention to who was driving the vehicle. Again.
So would it be fair to say you were paying attention to the lights?
No.
So what would lead you to believe that they were in fact coming on at that time?
Objection. Argument
Grounds.
asked and answered.
The video that I...
Hold on. There's an objection. I have to rule on it first. That's okay. The objection is sustained. Next question, sir.
Do you recall the duration of time that you saw the brake lights?
No, I do not.
But you did in fact see brake lights?
Correct.
No further questions.
Any redirect?
Yes, briefly. Sir, after you saw brake lights, did you see the SUV or the red vehicle that you described ever come to a complete stop?
No.
Objection.
Did you?
Well, if there's been an objection, it's overruled. His answer may stand.
Did you at any time see the driver of the vehicle pull over, stop, and get out to investigate what he or she had just struck?
Objection.
Overruled.
No.
Did you ever see the vehicle come to a complete stop at any time?
Objection asked and answered.
Sustained.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You may step down.